major, studio films there. So, I mean,
it's
hell,
a lot of major
baby.
things going on here. What's his Ben Affleck went up to Michigan State and visited the school, and a lot of people was taking pictures with him, signing autographs. He was out on the field with the football players. I mean, it was really nice.
That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold cities down like Detroit, Cleveland, big time factory cities, man. Now, they have the casinos there. I mean, but a lot of the neighborhoods, they are very similar. The two cities are very similar. You have a lot of old neighborhoods that are down and out, but they're redeveloping and they're gonna build the city back up. Like, I mean, Cleveland looks magnificent. If you go to the downtown area,
it does look really
theater
nice.
district, the casinos are there now, and that's beautiful, man. I've been home a couple times since the show we did, and I've been to the casino one time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a gambler, man, but I went down there. You'll see some of the footage of the casino in the video when you see it. So it's hot.
Now I have a question. Coming from old Motown days, because I was just watching the Temptations Unsung. No, David Ruffin Unsung.
Mm-hmm.
How do you view the music industry when you see stories like that compared to now? Do you think it's kind of the same with the issues, or do you think that it's gotten better, or do you think that people like David Ruffin have birthed a lot of these personalities out here now?
I mean, I don't know, because I don't think a lot of these personalities even know who David Ruffin is, and I think a lot of the failure of where music is today is, number one, the corporations just caring about the dollar. But, it's a few things. Number two, us as parents not really educating our kids on the history of music and not making them sit down and take the time to listen to it. And then three, technology is the thriller and it's the killer. So I'm just saying, if you look at technology, it has enabled a lot of people to get in the music industry or entertainment for that fact. Back in the day, being in entertainment was like being a varsity sportsman at a school. You knew the guy that had on the varsity jacket was an elite dude in the school. He was, better than everybody else athletically. And then that's how it was music-wise. You had to have talent. Now, in schools, people don't even have to really play good to be on the team, so they're just giving everybody a varsity jacket. And that's the difference today, is everybody gets to wear a varsity jacket whether you're good or not, and that's whack.
So I take it that you're not a Justin Bieber fan, because he wears a lot of varsity jackets.
Well, I like Justin. Justin Bieber can actually sing. He just turned black on us, Justin Bieber can sing. But, I mean, I'm going to tell you what's crazy is these white boys are taking over the R&B scene. You got Austin Mahone, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, Robin Thicke, Daly. I mean,
Justin Timberlake was never white, though. He was always black. Justin Timberlake was always black.
Yeah, well, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But you know what? I have a big problem with, I dig it. I really like it because they put out some good records. But I just have a big problem when the black stations jump right on the Robin Thicke or the Justin Timberlake records and they start playing them, because it takes away from, a black artist like a Joe or like a Brian McKnight or like a Dave Tolliver that has new music out, or a Dave Hollister that has new music out that's dope, and we can't get that spot because they want to play the Justin Timberlake or, the Robin Thicke. But for us to get on the white stations, we got to top a certain chart, or we have to be, a certain elite status to get immediate play on those stations, and that's whack to me.
You know what I think it is?
What is it?
I think that there was a time, and I said this, I don't know if I said it on my show or if I said it just in conversation. I feel like music, like in the 90s, it was all about R&B, and just like you said, hip-hop was kind of a little taboo still. So you had rappers, trying to get to the mainstream part, whereas now it's already infused. So now it's not a lot of R&B music. It's all R&B and hip-hop. you know, like it's just kind of hard to say, oh, this is just an R&B song, because it's so easy for a rapper to just get on it, because the music sounds like something that a rapper would have.
Prime example, Rich Homie Quan, Young Thug, who else? All the stuff is R&B. You got you know, your Kid Inks, K Camp. They do those. They got heavy ladle R&B songs with chords and progressions in it, and they singing on it, but they call it rap. You know, they auto-tuning it up, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like now, like the singers, Trey Songz and Chris Brown, they want to rap, and all the rappers want to sing. So, I don't know, man. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
What was I gonna say? So, if you get in your car currently, or if you get in your car, what is in your CD player?
I'm listening to that new Senator Mac. That EDM.
So you listen to Switchblades.
Yeah, I mean, but when I get in the car, man, I'm a hip hop dude. I'm a real hip hop dude. Sometimes I listen to you know, I got the XM on, and I'm listening to, you know, Backspin. I'm listening to The Heat. I don't really have a specific CD that I have in there, but if I did, it probably would be Joe. Joe is my favorite singer of all time, despite all the great singers I've been around and performed with, like Charlie Wilson and Gerald Levert and the OJs. He's still my favorite of all time. Who else? I mean, I love Trey Songz. I like Omarion. You know, those cats just can't sing at all. But I mean, if I had my choice, I put in a Nas CD. I put in some Mobb Deep. You know, stuff like that. I mean, I dig. You know, the cadence and the style and the presence that these guys have on these records today is real nice. It is nice, but you know, the big thing is they're just not saying anything. We don't have any soul records anymore. Nothing that you know, no soul food, nothing that sticks to your ribs. You know what I mean? And if a record does slip through the cracks, I don't know how it gets through there, but it does. It just, you know, I don't know. But it's time to go back to that, and I don't know if we'll be allowed to see that. But I mean, you know, 30, 40 years from now, you know, the songs that, like they play the OJs as classics now, to be Soulja Boy in 2050.
That is true. I was going to ask you something else, I forgot. Oh, well, thank you for being on the show today. I really do appreciate it. I was actually looking forward to this all week. I don't know if our host, Mr. Tasha Freedy, has any questions, but she's on. Tasha, you there?
I'm here. Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you?
All right.
She's our Creole woman.
Oh, speak some patois.
Oh, y'all gonna put me on blast like that.
Oh, please speak some patois. I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, say it, Tasha, say it.
You trying to put but I do. I don't know. You know what? I kind of I don't want to say came to light, but there's a lot of things like I shared with Senator and with Mia that I dabble in voodoo. Well, I actually been dabbling in it for 10 years.
What?
That's not a dabble.
Yeah, it's not a dabble. It's been
this girl
years.
don't dabble. This girl sticks her whole hand into that crack, and she bought me some oils that I absolutely love. Like, absolutely love.
They working. They working, boys. They working.
Yes, they work.
It's kind of one of those things that growing up, how I grew up, even though in my family, like I said, my family's Creole, and a lot of people in my family do voodoo, or as my grandmother would say, hoodoo, because voodoo is the white man's word. But it's just that at the same time, you're raised as a Christian, and Christianity says hoodoo is devil worship. So it's kind of been like this conflict over the years, like, okay, yeah, it's what I do, but I ain't going to tell nobody I do it, because they're going to be like, oh, you go to hell, or they're going to kick me out the church. But
I'm not going to say that.
Recently, I just haven't cared. Like, when I started coming out and speaking out against stuff. Like I said, I'm one of those people who I grew up in a very religious household, And when I got older and started seeing things for myself and having questions the church couldn't answer, I was like, you know what, I ain't really feeling it. So I'm more on a spiritual journey, and voodoo, or voodoo, however you refer to it, is very spiritual. The Holy Trinity is very much a part of it. It's just one of those things that, just like Christianity, you have people who use that for bad and evil. It's the same thing with voodoo. You know, you got good and you got bad. But, yeah, it's what I do. I do it.
Same thing with sex. You got good and you got bad.
You got good and you got bad. So, yeah. But I've been converting Mia over there into my world one step at a time.
Converting a girl is already converted. Like, I'm converted.
Is voodoo sexual too?
Oh,
it can be.
It can be.
Yeah.
Oh, they got penis candles and vagina candles and all kinds of candles.
What are those for? I know.
They have a candle. Listen, Tasha was telling me they have a candle that will make a man, like, be in not in a sexual rage, but I don't know, like, to become very, very sexual. Turn into an animal. And it's like an animal, like a sex animal, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
I'm going to have to make me a Christmas wish list.
You got my ears.
I know.
But I really okay, so listen, I'll tell you from a person experiencing it, then like, okay, so Tasha came to visit me.
Wow.
So she's like, I use these oils.
We get to the good stuff on the phone going on.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I ain't hear nothing you said.
Okay. So Seneca was interested. Okay, so we had a girls' weekend planned, and Seneca was interested in the oils, but we ended up so it only became two of us because Seneca had like some stuff she needed to do. So Tasha let me smell the oil, right? And so I smelled the oils, and each oil stands for something. Like, it's like prosperity or, like, you know, all these different oils. So I was like, oh, my God, Tasha, when you come back, you have to bring me some oils. So she brought them back to me, and let me tell you, I cannot go nowhere without you turning, or some man like, oh, my goodness, you smell good. What you wearing? Or that man happens to be like a CEO company or something like. It's happened to me 3 times since I've had Lord.
Oh, snap.
Well, damn.
I'm very proud.
Like I said.
So she know what she's doing.
I need some stuff because there's a couple people who I'm trying to get some attention from. Let me tell you what happened to me at work today. Shut up.
I know one of them.
Yep, been trying to for a long time. But there was this incident today while I was at work. Now, I work at a jewelry store, and I love my job. I love my boss. And, but, yeah, for Christmas, I got you. This couple, they work it's not my boss said, oh, that's because you're foreigners. Because I said,
are you breaking up?
Oh, no.
Okay.
So my boss said, you know, they're not weird. They're just foreign. And so I said, it has nothing to do with them being foreigners. They were just freaking weird. They walked up to me, and today was actually weird because I had 3 strange people just come up to me. They came up to me, and she's smiling, he's smiling. And she's like, my husband. I'm like, your husband what? And then she's pointing at him and pointing at me, and then they both smile. And I said, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And then he's there just giving me these googly looks.
Oh, shit.
Are y'all about to kidnap me and take me somewhere? Like,
they were trying to get you
weird.
to get.
They're trying to get that. They're trying to get some of that.
You heard me, Seneca? They trying to get you to get, and they trying to give you a threesome. They like, hold on.
Right?
Hold on.
They spotted you out.
It was
They
weird.
said,
it was so weird. Okay, listen. 60 seconds. We're going into the after show. Everybody give out their Twitter, their Instagram.
Okay. I'll start off. All the listeners out there, this is Natasha Nafrini. You can follow me on Twitter at Natasha Nafrini.